Today let's take up the topic of past adjustments, which comes under the basics of partnership in accountancy. Now let's first try to understand what are past adjustments. Sometimes what happens is when the firm closes their accounts, that is after they close their accounts, they find out that certain errors have been committed and these errors have to be rectified. So since the accounts are already closed, right, so after that they have to carry out the adjustments, so we call it as the past adjustments, that is the adjustments for the past period. Okay, now what are the different types of errors that are generally committed? Let's look at this. Interest on capital and on drawings has been omitted, so they have completely omitted to give the interest on capital or drawings. Or it can be that the interest on capital or drawings has been provided at a higher or lower rate than what was initially agreed upon. Salary or commission to the partners either not given or a higher or lower amount has been given, right? So either they have not given or they have given something more or less, right? The profit has been shared in the wrong ratio. So this is something which happens in most of the cases, that the profit sharing ratio is given wrongly, right? Okay, so these are the different types of cases in which the past adjustments have to be done, right? So let's look at how these past adjustments is carried out, right? Okay, so let's look at an example. I'll just read out the question. Here is the question: Asha and Basha share profits in the ratio of 4:1, right? Their capitals as on 31st December 2005 were 1,20,000 and 1 lakh respectively. The profits for the year were rupees 80,000, which have already been distributed to them. Their drawings during the year were rupees 10,000 and 20,000 respectively. It was subsequently found that. Now, starting from this point, this is the errors that has been committed. Let's read it out. The profits were distributed equally. Asha was not given a salary of rupees 6,000 per annum and Basha was not given a commission of rupees 2,000. They were not allowed interest on their opening capitals at 5% per annum, which is allowed as per the agreement. Okay, no interest was charged from them on the drawings, which is also provided on the average for half year at 2% per annum. So now here we can see that the original profit sharing ratio is 4:1, whereas they have been the profits have been distributed equally. So this is the error that has been committed. Asha was to be given a salary of 6,000, which she has not been given. Same way, Basha was to receive a commission of 2,000, which has not been given. And similarly, the interest on capital, interest on drawings, there has been errors in that also. Now we have to make adjustments so that these errors are rectified. Okay, now let's see how to do it. Right, now first of all we need to calculate the opening capitals of the partners, right? So I have this capital as on December 31st 2005. For Asha it was 1,20,000 and for Basha it is 1 lakh, right? After that we have to deduct the profits already distributed wrongly in equal ratio, right? The profits were distributed wrongly in the equal ratio. The profits as per the question was 80,000 here, right? 80,000 was the profit. So that profit was distributed in the equal ratio, means Asha got 40,000 and Basha got 40,000, right? So we have to deduct this amount. So this becomes 80,000 80,000 for Asha and 60,000 for Basha, right? Okay, and then they had made drawings during the year that was not added, right? Okay, that was, the drawings have to be added to their capitals, right? So for Asha the drawing was 10,000 and for Basha the drawing was 20,000. Okay. Okay, after this the amount that you get, that will be the opening capital as on January 1st 2005, right? I started from the capital as on December 31st 2005 and we are arriving at the opening capital, right? So this will be 90,000 and this will be 80,000. Okay, so what is this? This is the opening capital as on January 1st 2005. So the first step is the calculation of the opening capital, right? Okay, after this, now the interest on capital at the rate of 5% is to be given, which was not given. So interest on capital will be given on the opening capital. So for Asha the interest will be the capital that we just calculated for Asha is 90,000 and for Basha it is 80,000, right? So for Asha it will be 90,000 into 5%. So 90,000 into 5% comes to 4,500. So that is 4,500. For Basha it is 80,000 into 5%, which comes to 4,000, right? So this was omitted. Interest on drawings is also omitted. Now interest on drawings, if you look at the question, it says here, the fourth one, no interest was charged from them on the drawings, which is also provided on the average for half year at 2% per annum. Okay, 2% for half year, right? Okay, so this is for Asha, it will be 10,000 into 2% per annum for half year. So this will be equal to 10,000 into 2% into 6 upon 12. 6 upon 12, which comes to 100 rupees, right? And for Basha it will be 20,000 into 2%, again for 6 months only, into 6 upon 12, which comes to 200 rupees, right? So this is the next step. So now we have found out the interest on capital and interest on drawings. Now let's come to the profit and loss appropriation account, where these things have to be put. Okay, first of all I'll write this: by profit for the year, that profit was 80,000, so we put that 80,000 here, right? Okay, then the Asha's salary, which was not given, I'll have to put it over here. To Asha's salary, this was 6,000 rupees, which was not given to her, right? To Basha's commission, again, which was not given, right? An error was committed there. Now we are rectifying that. 2,000 rupees commission, which was not given, now it has been put. To interest on capitals, to Asha the interest on capital should have been 4,500, to Basha it should have been 4,000 rupees. So both the things we have put here. So this comes to 8,500. Now the last one is here on the credit side I'll write by interest on drawings. Interest on capital always comes on the debit side, interest on drawings on the credit side, right? Asha, the interest on drawings for her was 100 rupees and for Basha it is 200 rupees. So the total here comes as 300, right? Now the yeah, 80,000 and 300, so the total here is 80,300. Okay, so here also I'll put the same total, 80,300. And now whatever comes here, this is the profit which will be put to Asha's capital account and to Basha's capital account. This is the profit, right? So I'll write here profit like this, and this is to be distributed in the ratio of 4:1. So this comes to 63,800, right? The balancing figure. Now 63,800 will be distributed in the ratio of 4:1. That is 63,800 into 4 divided by 5, which comes to 51,040, and 63,800 into 1 divided by 5, which comes to 12,760. Now this should have been the correct profit. Okay, so that finishes our profit and loss appropriation account. Fine. Now we have put the correct profits here. After this, let's move to the adjustment table. Like we'll show here like what are the adjustments, what have been wrongly done, right? Now let's see. Wrong profit taken back equally from them. The wrong profit which was given to them should be taken back. So it will be minus 40,000 minus 40,000, right? 40,000 was given to them. Now that 40,000 is taken back. Okay. Okay. Then give them salary and commission. This was not done, right? So this has to be done. Give them salary and commission. So this will be plus. Okay. So here I'll put the plus sign. This is plus 6,000 and here it will be plus 2,000. The commission was 2,000, right? Now the third is give them interest on capital. This is plus 4,500 and plus 4,000. We calculated the amount earlier, right? Okay, and then charge interest on drawings. Now charge interest on drawing, this amount has to be taken from them because they have to give the interest. So this is minus 100 and minus 200. Interest on capital is given to the partners, interest on drawings is taken from the partners, right? Okay, then finally I have this, distribute the remaining profits as 4:1. So the profits we did in the profit and loss appropriation account, the profit was distributed in the ratio, it came to this 51,040 and 12,760. This is again a plus item, right? Okay, so after this, the adjustment that is required will be, if you do this, minus 40,000 minus 100, right? Minus 40,100. The other things are plus 51,040 plus 4,500 plus 6,000. So all the three added together minus 40,100 comes to plus 21,440, right? And here it will be minus 40,000 minus 200, so minus side is more, so it is minus here, and this comes to 21,440, right? So To Asha we have to give 21,440, and to Basha we have, from Basha we have to take 21,440. So this finishes our adjustment table, and this will be reflected in the journal entry. The journal entry will be Basha account debit to Asha account, right? And the amount will be the adjustments that we just made, 21,440 and 21,440, right? Here you will write, being the adjustment entry for the net amount to rectify the omission on account of wrong distribution of profit. Clear? So this is how we solve this question. In this we have made we have first of all calculated the opening capitals, and then whatever was omitted, that is the interest on capital, interest on drawings, we have done that. Then the profit and loss appropriation account, and after that the adjustment table, and then the journal entry. So with that we come to the end of this solution for the past adjustments questions, right? Thank you.